Hey, what's up? It's Jim, and today I'm going to talk about Sonic 2. The first Sonic movie I wasn't totally in love with because it was just sort of the Masters of the Universe movie meets Sonic, which I just wanted to see a Sonic movie, not like Sonic Comes to Earth movie. And to be honest, I sort of wish these movies were just animated Sonic movies. I feel like if you got like this guy who did a crossover with Sonic sort of recently on his show, if you got him to just do a Sonic animated movie, it'd be probably really good. But unfortunately, we're stuck with this. So until we get what will probably be the perfect Sonic movie ever, or show, that's what I would do, at least if I was in charge of the rights, But we still have Sonic 2 under the guise of what it is, which is it's Sonic on Earth family-friendly movie. That's sort of like what these are. In some places, this is better than the first one, and probably like what a Sonic fan would probably want. In other cases, this script totally falls apart and is accomplishing, I'm not exactly sure what. I'm used to family-friendly nonsense, and I totally was expecting that, like Sonic and Tails, bond over dancing to Uptown Funk. It's 2022. It's a family movie. We expect these things, that's not too crazy. That's just what these things are. But man, this has a whole plot line that they could clearly come up with a better way to do this plot line than they did. And it kind of, it does bring down the entire movie to accomplish this. I don't understand why. So Sonic 2 is about Robotnik, who is thrown to a mushroom planet, then teams up with Knuckles, voiced by Idris Elba, and comes to Earth to kind of take out Sonic and get these emeralds and stuff. And Sonic meets up with Tails, who's been watching him, who's going to try to stop Robotnik from doing this, while James Marsden and his wife and stuff go to this wedding in Hawaii for reasons I don't know. That's basically the plot, I guess. But there are certain things I really like. I think Ben Schwartz is really great as Sonic. I like all the stuff where it's like Sonic and Knuckles or Sonic and Tails. The voice of Tails, Colleen O'Shaughnessy, Colleen O'Shaughnessy is like a normal voice actress, and you can hear that, but it's so weird because Knuckles is voiced by Idris Elba and Ben Schwartz is Sonic the Hedgehog. And although Ben Schwartz has a lot of voice acting experience, he was in Ninja Turtles and all that, her voice seems more out of place than theirs, because she knows exactly what she's doing, and they're doing more like celebrity voice roles. So I do like that she got to do Tails in this, because she's played Tails a bunch of times apparently. I thought that was great, and I thought their animation flow worked well. I like how Jim Carrey actually felt as much of a cartoon character as actual cartoon characters next to him, and met them performance-wise very well. It didn't feel like they interacted, but I felt like he got the vibe of what was going on there better than, kind of reminded me one performance in a family-friendly film I've often felt is underrated. It's like Robin Williams in Flubber, where you realize how much of that stuff was his performance and not necessarily like special effects and stuff. And it felt Jim Carrey was definitely doing that. Like he got what he was doing in this and was having fun. Jim Carrey has been very influenced by cartoon characters before, like The Mask or something, but you can see it all throughout this, and everyone else was fine. And I think this film got what you want from a Sonic movie a lot of times, and what you want from a sequel to the first Sonic movie. However, so this plot line with the sister, played by Natasha Rothwell, who I normally like in things like Insecure, just should not be in this movie. I see a lot of movies, but this is a plot line that I honestly cannot find a reason why it should exist whatsoever. It is just bad screenwriting, which also stinks because I actually really like a podcast called The Best Movies Never Made, which is presented by Joshua Miller, who helped write this movie and the first Sonic the Hedgehog as well. So that sucks, because I really it's a good podcast. You should listen to The Best Movies Never Made, where they go through like scripts for films that never got made. It's really great, actually. They go through all sorts of properties and other kind of cool scripts around, and you should definitely check it out. I highly recommend it, actually. If the latest one is the one you scroll down, you will find something cool there. But the whole idea of this is her fiance is undercover and is trying to capture Sonic and stuff. And first off, Sonic not invited to the wedding, so I don't understand that one. If you're gonna catch him, make it easy for yourself. But also, why have this whole setup so you can catch Sonic? Why isn't he just on the forest with James Marsden's character and Adam Pally and stuff. Like suddenly they have these guys. That's weird. Whatever. Feels like a lot of work for a setup that does not pay off whatsoever. It's not like a family movie thing. Like having like them dance Uptown Funk, totally lame. Not cool, dumb, family friendly stuff. But like this, just like you're pushing like bad gender stereotypes. You just like, it's not really that funny. Her getting off the golf cart, just walking off of it, drinking champagne, I will admit that's cool, even though I know it was like 2 different shots or whatever, and she didn't actually do that. And like, I'm sure just walked off a golf cart as it's spinning around and stuff, you just fall over and pee your pants and stuff. But I have nothing against her. I think she's a great, I like her on Insecure. Like I've said, I don't understand why she was given such a promotion in this sequel. It just doesn't fit. It's a writing problem 100%, and it shouldn't be in there, and they should have found a better way to convey that. I would have watched James Marsden and his wife set up their new Zillow house or whatever. Like it really didn't matter to me how they set this up, but like having this kind of thing, just like her wedding in Hawaii and her getting upset that it's all like fake and him going undercover, and like that feels like a step too far for undercover. I don't know. And then it feels like the movie just drops it after a while. Like if it led to something, but it's like it's so empty. Like you could have just had it be so much smaller. Just terrible writing instinct. I was really shocked at how poor of a decision that was, storytelling wise. Like it just like there's so many better ways you could have done that. Was there a Hawaiian tax break or something? Like I just don't. And if that's the case, I think you could have filmed something in a studio. It's just like there was no real reason for that. It's also like I want to see Tails and Knuckles and Sonic, and I'm seeing this woman get catfished at her wedding. What the fuck? Like it just like doesn't really. That's like a whole other movie that wasn't good. That's in this movie. Like I don't want that. You're talking about like what lessons to learn from this film or bad storytelling lessons. It's like that whole thing needed to go and be solved in a much better way. Look, if you're looking to see a Sonic movie, I think you won't be, for the most part, won't be disappointed by this. Particularly things in the third act really work, really pop. When it's just about those characters, this film really works. Makes you almost think it should just be about those characters like Knuckles and Sonic and Tails and Robotnik, and not be about all these other people or just like very tangentially. I don't see, if you don't like Sonic or care for him, why you would ever fucking see this movie. I think it plays as a good follow-up to the last one. I still think the family friendly or pushing in the real people stuff doesn't, like, I would just be much rather be done with that crap, frankly, since this is what the movie is basically. I think it does well. I've seen worse family friendly kind of movies trying to do similar things like this. It felt like they really like the character and like him in this kind of a film and wanted to sort of succeed in its own weird theory about it. Don't think this is the great video game movie or the greatest video game movie, because I think that would transcend just being just a Sonic family friendly thing. I think this is for families and it's for people who like Sonic, probably both. But everyone else, I just don't see what you would really get out of it, and the filmmaking's not good enough. It's just kind of standard three-man studio director. It feels like a regular studio director. This is what he does. He makes Sonic the Hedgehog movies and cool, and there's no real like pizzazz or interesting kind of angles brought to it. It's just like, oh, okay, that's your Sonic family friendly film. And it's like, if you come to this expecting what it is, you'll be fine with it. Other than the plot line with the bread and being screwed over and stuff, that should just go away and die in the fire or something. But like the rest of it, I think fulfills that. I think we would be talking more about this film had that plot line not been in there. I think it tremendously hurts this film to a degree that, like, I liked a lot of stuff with Knuckles, like particularly towards the end, and Sonic and Tails and stuff. I just wanted more of it. And having, a 2-hour movie supplemented with like these human characters things, like they deserve more screen time or something. I think ultimately, like, this movie should show you that like nobody wants any of that. Just show us more of what we actually paid our tickets for, rather than go off on this thing that didn't even really work out for the plot and wasn't even that good. And I don't know if there's anyone who really came back for it. It might prevent me from ever watching this again and coming back. I think that it will do. My kids actually watch these movies again, and if they really want to see the second one, then fine, but I will probably leave the room during that whole Bridezilla thing, because it just really didn't go anywhere, was a thing I really didn't like, and unfortunately like actually hampers down the movie. Had it been more of that stuff, I think I probably would say, oh, it's even better than the first Sonic movie, but unfortunately because of those plot decisions, it ends up somehow being worse, even though there's so many better things in it. It should be, but unfortunately they seem to have prevented it by having a plot line that really just should not be in there, and maybe kind of question all of their artistic integrity, and really made me question every writer who worked on this is artistic integrity, that they would choose to make a decision that was so poor. I'm going to hopefully be able to blame the studio or the director or something like that, because it was just like a flat out one of the worst things I've seen in a mainstream script in a while, and something that just like really pumped the brakes on everything to give us, I'm not exactly sure, and really just prevented us from having just a solid, awesome Sonic movie. Was a poor writing mistake. So if you've seen Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and you would like to talk about it, then comment below in the comments and subscribe if you would like to.